The Shadow Home Secretary has hit out at the government's ban on zombie knives, saying it's not enough to tackle knife crime. The Labour Party has promised an urgent crackdown on the availability of machetes and zombie-style knives if they win the election, along with interventions to help prevent young people getting involved with knife crime and tough sanctions for those who do. Joining me in the studio now is Pastor Lorraine Jones, a knife crime campaigner who tragically lost her son Dwayne back in 2014. Lorraine, it's been nearly 10 years, the anniversary coming up now. So you feel, you were just telling me, a roller coaster of emotions when you've heard all of today's different announcements, including from those families, those bereft families in Nottingham.
Vanessa, where do I start?
I don't know.
It's 10 years. I've got 7 children. Dwayne was one of 7. This morning, a lady reached out to me from the Midlands. Her best friend, she's got 3 boys, lost her son to knife crime in Birmingham last year. Her other son committed suicide under the pain. The 3rd son became ill and died. She lost all 3 within 6 months. This is the emergency that we're in. We're working with countless young people. The number has gone down because our resources are not matching up to what we need. Once they come in, we have an assessment. We work with the public health approach. You come into the boxing gym, we don't just say, there you go, here's some gloves, box. We speak to them. We have that assessment. We find out why they've come in, how are they at school, how are they in the community. We're having intervention with schools, doing a joint working partnership. We've got young people that have been with us for 3-4 years. We create work experience at the club. We give jobs. A lot of them want to work. If they can't find a job, they're tempted to go astray. Banning these knives, that came about in 2016. Dwayne was killed in 2014. We want all knives to be banned, but we want to deal with the root causes. Why are they getting into gangs? Why are they selling drugs for money? The cost of living has an impact of the violence and robbery that has gone sky high. I've got 2 projects. I'm a businesswoman. Boxing gym, community centre. I link with local businesses in Lambeth. We are being faced with the most violence where there's robberies happening in our local shops. Why? Because they want money and they want food and things they can sell. It's not just the knife, so when that's all banned, they're coming with handguns now.
Right.
What's going to be next? Are they going to rob us in our home? We feel that the government are not listening to us as mothers and parents. We have the solution. I've got a broken heart. If it wasn't my faith, I've got 2 projects. Invest in us so that we can help these young people.
Tell me something, Lorraine, when you say they're not listening to us, what do they need to hear? Because I've been doing this job for so many years now. I feel like I hear the same things again and again and again. You know, more local policemen on the beat, but where are they? You know, there's going to be more investment in youth services, but where is it? And there's often mention of the Scottish method where all the different services link up. You hear it talked about. Various people make trips to Scotland as if they're going to the moon. It's only up the blinking road. And then they come back again and you don't know what they've learned or what's happening. So if they were to listen to you, and I can hear your cry, you know, going up right to God's ears, you know, it's not like you're talking just to me in the studio, is it? It's much, much, much bigger than that. So if they could hear you, actually, what would they hear? What do they need to understand and hear?
If they were listening, we wouldn't be in this situation. When I say I want them to listen, I don't mean with their ears, I mean with their heart.
Yeah.
You have got parents like myself. I've got a Point of Light Award, 442, from the Prime Minister, former Prime Minister, David Cameron. I've been campaigning and helping and working my heart out. I haven't been brought around the table by the other Prime Ministers.
But if you did, if you were, what would you say? Tell me one big thing that you would say.
If the Prime Minister was to call me and say, Pastor Lorraine, I'm giving you my attention.
Yeah.
I would say I've got a team of 30 now that I can bring around the table with the solutions, and we're not just going to give them to you, we're prepared to carry this out, but we can't with no resources.
Right. And if you had the resources, what would you do? More boxing rings, more community centres?
More intervention around the trauma.
Right.
More boxing gyms, community centres, but the way in which we're engaging with these individuals, also we will be providing jobs.
Yeah.
That's what they need. We all need to work to earn a decent living. They're out there working for others or robbing. Janita, 31-year-old, she got killed last year on her way to buy her mother's birthday present. She was robbed of her phone, stabbed multiple times in her neck and killed. Why did that person do that? He was robbing her. Why? To feed a drug habit. We want to provide jobs. We can provide jobs. I've got ex-offenders that have come out of prison and said, Pastor Lorraine, we want to work with you. We've got lived experiences. We can help. Got no money to pay them. Invest in us so we can deal with this.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you. And on the 10th anniversary of your loss, I say this every time I see you, but you know, condolences from the absolute depths of my heart to you. Thank you very much for coming in. Honestly, she's the most amazing person, as you can see. No wonder she's got an award. She doesn't want the award. She wants proper investment, obviously.